Good morning. Welcome to the Got Whips podcast. This is episode 68. It is Friday, April 1st. We would like to welcome new and returning viewers. I am Heather. Nicci's looking at me weird. I am Heather, coming to you from Southern California, where I live with my husband, my 3 kids, and my mom. And yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nicci. I'm coming to you from central Wisconsin, where I live with my husband, my son, and my grandmother. And the dog, of course, who could make an appearance. Hopefully he doesn't knock over the camera setup today, but he's Cooper.
Yeah.
And the reason I was looking at you funny is because whenever you say good morning, like I want to like answer and go, good morning. And like I have to stop myself from like doing it.
You can say good morning. Good morning. It's morning for me. It's afternoon. Well, not afternoon. Borderline afternoon for Nicci. It's 11:44.
Yeah, about 16 minutes.
Yeah. So today's episode is going to be a bit admin heavy at the beginning because we have winners for all of our current KALs to discuss. So let's jump right off. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Take it away, Nick.
All right. So for Sock It To Me, the March winner was number 8.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Marine HD.
Mm-hmm. And
it is your birthday, we found out today when we looked it up.
Happy
so
birthday.
Get in contact with me for a pattern of $10 or under of your choosing off of Ravelry. Mm-hmm. You can message me right on Ravelry and I will get that sent over for you. And congratulations.
And happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to you. Hopefully it's a good one. We will be putting up the Sock It To Me for April by tonight. I don't think anybody's going to get a whole pair done before I put that up this afternoon. I have a lot of errands to run after this. So, but that'll be there.
Know.
I know. And we will go with GWSIT. And then it'll be APR 22 will be our hashtag. That is all we have. So when the new month starts, we also want to remind you that if you are using Area 51, that is a double entry. So just post your socks twice, either on Instagram twice or on
well, Instagram doesn't have to post it twice. No, just tag her.
Tag her yarn, and then we know to enter you twice on our end.
Mm-hmm.
And Bella has been so kind to give us a year-long code. Mm-hmm. That is Sock It To Me 10. Mm-hmm. All one word. Heather normally puts it across the screen and we put it down in the show notes. So that is all for the Sock It To Me.
Yeah.
I'll say that it is an adult pair of socks. They can be short, thigh highs, whatever you choose to do. That is 100% your decision. And I know people have been talking about yoga socks. Those are still an adult pair of socks, even though some don't have toes, some don't have heels, some don't have either or. It's still a pair of adult socks. I'm still going to say, yes, you can and enter those.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to make a pair of socks that don't have toes or heels, but far be it for me to tell you not to.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yep. And then the other one that I will talk about for admin is our featured designer, which was Melanie Berg and still is for the remainder of the year. Mm-hmm. The first quarter, we had 2 people enter, and number 2 is the winner, which was Amy, a Nick crazed
kid. Mm-hmm. I'll put her name on this.
Yep.
But you know your name, Amy.
Yep. So if you get in contact with me, Amy, for any pattern 10 or under, and we will get that sent over to you. And your shawl was beautiful, and now I have to make that next 40 years.
And the hashtag for the featured designer stays the same.
Yes.
It doesn't change. Yeah. And so, yeah, you said Amy can contact with you?
Yes.
Okay, so the 2 that I will talk about is, first of all, the No You Can't Have It. Oh my word. I looked at that thread this morning when we were pulling winners, and you guys have really come through with that thread. So we did do the random number generator, and number 39, Sarah, excuse me, Sarah Bell won. So Sarah, get in contact with me, and I will send you a pattern on Rav for $10 or less. Congratulations. I think she won for her gnome. Yeah, the gnome.
I was gonna say she has lots of gnomes over there. I know that.
Yeah, I think it was 39, so it's kind of closer to the end. I want to say it was the March gnome.
I was gonna say, was it her pot of gold gnome? That's the one.
No, I think I want to say it was the one with the loopy beard. I don't know. I just looked at it. Seriously, I'm lack of sleep.
It's a real.
Yeah, it's a real thing. So that is completely, it's closed. We want to thank you, everybody who have participated in that KAL. I didn't do so great during that KAL, but I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad it was fun. Hopefully next year we'll do another one, but yeah, it's over. Thank you for participating, those that did.
Keep talking.
Yeah. I have another one to talk about.
I wanted to show her.
Oh, it was that one. Yeah.
Yeah, their pot of gold. It's number 39. Sorry.
That's cute. Okay, so the next one is the WIP Challenge 2022. And we again did the random number generator. And it was number 24. It was excuse me, who was Von Jean completed her 6th WIP for her WIP challenge. Well, she's completed more, but the one that won was the number 6. And it was that. And look at Minnie. She's so cute.
So that was her, we did that together. Like I threw mine out. I ripped mine out. And then
I know, I want to say it's the campsite, but it's not.
No. Oh my goodness.
I know everybody's like yelling it at us. What is that blanket
Moving
called?
forward, because neither one of the brains are working.
Whatever that blanket's called. It'll come to us later when we're not recording.
Shawl. It was the one that we rolled the dice.
It's the shawl?
Yeah, it's a shawl, but it's blanket.
Oh, it's size. Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Anyways, whatever. Congratulations, Vonnie. It's beautiful. It's huge. And congratulations on completing that one, plus more WIPs. I don't know what your number is. I can't remember. I told you, lack of sleep.
She got 7 done already in this first quarter because she posted another one last night.
Yeah, I knew that. I seen that she had posted more after the number that we drew today. So that hashtag stays the same for the WIP challenge. We will just draw from 26, I think it was.
I think so.
And to the end of the thread for the next quarter, which will, excuse me, geez, which will end the end of July.
It's like I'm waiting for the end, Heather.
Yeah. So you have for Sock It To Me, it's monthly. Featured designer and WIP challenge will be quarterly. And today is
the Happenings wrap.
The Happenings wrap. Thank you for looking that up because it would have driven me crazy. Today is the kickoff of our Stephen West Paints It Along. Nicci and I are not starting quite yet, but we will be sitting on the sidelines cheering you on. Post on Instagram. Show us what you're doing, whatever. But yeah, we will have ours in a couple weeks to show y'all, but we don't have it today.
No, I can't cast on anything new till the 18th.
Yeah, and I am supporting her. So you want to go ahead and quickly talk about the...
Yeah, we can, but give me 1 second just to say something.
Oh, go ahead.
So about the WIP challenge, I just went and looked up people's challenges to see where Ronnie was at. And she said she has 34 WIPs and I would like to finish at least 2 every month. So and on here, She had finished 6. Like she had put her first 6 and she finished 7 during the first 3 months.
Wow.
So already above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
That's congratulations, Bonnie. I just wanted to give you a shout out for that one because
Yeah,
you're my hero. I want to be you when I grow up to get these whips off my needles. But
yeah. And they're not like
they're not small. I mean, she had
a couple socks, I think.
I can tell you for the first one, it was a sock. The first 2 were socks.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was a sweater. Then it was socks. Actually, it was socks that she frogged and turned into a shawl. So it counts because it was on the needles.
Right.
And then her happenings wrap is huge, as you guys saw. And then it was another shawl that she had put up. But I don't know what number. Number 7 was a shawl, but she didn't put that on here yet. The name of it, but it was a big shawl also.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Bonnie, she comes to Zooms with us and knits with us, and
when she sets her mind on something, she does it. Like she doesn't falter. She doesn't do a Nicci or Heather. Let's put it that way. She's not easily persuaded off her path.
Yeah. So. And so like, I mean, we've been friends for a while, and she'll, we'll talk to her about socks and stuff like that. She loves to knit socks. And like when I grow up, I want to have Bonnie's sock stash. Like she could wear a pair of socks. I think she said a while ago, it was like 6 months or something like that.
I know at least 2 months. I don't know.
Yeah. It was crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, Bonnie. Maybe not 6 months. That might be exaggerating, but yeah.
Okay. So going back to Stephen West, today is your day. There is a thread up there. We will be putting up a finished one by the 15th of April. We'll put that up before me and Heather cast on ours. It has to be at least less than 60% done. 50% done.
50% done. Yeah.
Yeah. In order to be a part of this, any of his painting patterns work. If you want to knit more than one, we will definitely cheer you on. As you know, I have more than one of these on my needles, but my main one is going to be the stitch by number. Heather is doing the, I don't know which one it ended up being.
About that. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying, and then I go ahead.
So I will get Heather the hashtag for on Instagram. It'll also be on our Ravelry. You can post both places because you deserve to have double entries if you get one done in this time. It will go from now all the way till December 31st. And we will be cheering you on. We might do some random prizes just in between. We don't know what we're going to do. We're trying to get better at pre-planning. So we will talk about this again at a later date for me and Heather when our minds aren't being blown out of the proportion by work right now. But we encourage everybody. We have a Zoom the third Saturday of every month that we always post on that Saturday or the Friday night before. We do have Zooms on Wednesday. This last Wednesday, I was on from the morning one to the end of the evening one with a couple of people. So I got a lot of work done. That's actually where I got 2 of my FOs from. So come on there if you want inspiration, come on there if you just need somebody to talk to while you're working or just see what everybody else is working on. We welcome all. But yes, the Stephen West is going to be a huge take on for anybody who hasn't ever done one, but it is well worth it. Our kits that you purchased through LMK Designs, and me and Heather had thrown in something extra for those people because they get double entries. They will be going out on April 5th. There was a delay with the mail. Things got lost. They are coming. We did not forget about you. Lisa is very upset that she can't get them out, but it's not on her. It is the mail. It's not on anybody else.
So I know, I feel bad too. I'm sorry. But mail from California to Wisconsin is not Not
It's
good.
not being nice to us.
No.
So we apologize greatly. We
Mhm.
truly do, but we will get those out to you. We promise they will be out.
Yes.
If you don't get your shipping in a message from us, from and Knick-Knack Knits on the 5th, reach out to us. We will let you know what happened if anything else has unforeseeable future. But you guys should get those very soon. I am very sorry.
Yeah.
We are working with the post office. We are working with each other. I don't think this going forward, this will ever happen again, because we will make sure everything is in the mail at least 3 weeks in advance. So if it happens again, Heather has time or I have time to fix the mistakes of the post office.
Yeah.
Or I've gone to start using UPS when it's time sensitive because of this reason. I don't know what's going on with the post office lately. I got a packet. Lori from Arkansas Yarn Co. had to send me back something. I had to send something back to her for her shop order. And when she sent me something, it went from Arkansas to Wyoming to North Dakota, then to Chicago, then to Wisconsin. So when I went to return it, I just sent it back UPS because I wasn't going to have it go, around the world before it got there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and in all honesty, because I knew I kind of know about the post office and their delays, I sent it to her second day, and it's already been 4 days. 5 days. So it's like, it should have gotten to her 3 days ago, but because of post office situations, and I'm thinking that for when we do, when I contribute to your kits, or when we do, give away things that have to come to your house before they can go to winners or whatever, that we should just look into doing the UPS situation. And it's not like one is more convenient than the other, and it's not like one is more, the only thing that would be the pro for UPS, that's the con for the post office, is just the arrival times, so it's not like either one of them are, overly better than the other in price and like convenience or whatever. It's just the shipping time and the arrival time is different, and UPS has more of a guarantee that they're going to get it to wherever the destination is quicker. So we might just want to go ahead and switch over to that, because up until this point there hasn't really been an issue. There hasn't been
just the last couple of weeks, and so I just wanted to say I'm sorry, and we'll move forward from there.
Yeah. So okay, so my what I wanted to say, so the other night I was looking through some patterns on Ravelry, and I'm pretty much split down the middle as to which one I want to cast on. I know for a while I've said that I wanted to do the painted chevrons. That's been I'm doing the painted chevrons, but I saw the painted diamonds. So I want to put it to our viewers. What do you think I should do? Should I do the painted chevrons, or should I do the painted diamonds? I have enough yarn to do either one. I will not be doing both, so don't say both. Don't say both. But I'm going to put up a post. I'm going to put up a post on the Got Whips Instagram. So make sure that you go over today, or whenever this, it'll be up Friday, but you won't know about it until I post this episode. But yeah, I'm going to go over and tell me which one you think I should do. Either painted chevrons or painted diamonds.
I don't think put up the post. Sorry to cut you off. Put up the post, because are you going to do it in the story where they can click either or?
Yeah.
So put it up as soon as this podcast goes up. So if this podcast doesn't go up till tomorrow, because it's only there for 24 hours.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah. Good point. When this podcast is live and you're watching it, if you watch it on the same day that it post
Goes
on YouTube, go over to our Instagram and tell me should I do painted chevrons or painted diamonds. And honestly, like I said, I will do either one. Like I don't have strong feelings for either one. Both of them have
diamonds.
You think I should do diamonds?
So I'm interested to see what they'll do.
Both of them have all of my requirements.
Yep.
I need to have a main color, which is, you know, the spiny things in between. I have at least 5 contrasting colors. So like that's fine. Both of them are, you know, rectangular wraps. So either one, like I was telling Evelyn the other night, I was like, I can't decide between these 2 patterns. And she's like, okay, well, like they're pretty much like they both have everything that you wanted. So
she has no help.
Yeah, she's no help. I will say, not to like overly sway you either way, I have knit a portion of the painted chevrons before. I did take it out because of the yarn that I was using was the bamboo yarn that I'm using for my shawlography now. So I do have a familiarity with the painted chevrons, but like I said, I have no bias either way. So when this posts, go to Instagram, tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Tell her what to do, guys. Tell her.
Don't you love it how Nicci's like so like precise, and I'm like, tell me what to do. Yeah. So anyways,
always am I. Yeah, but moving forward.
Moving
So
on.
next section. We're done. Okay.
Bye. No. We're not done. We're done with the admin and blabber.
Right. So, yes, I have FOs. I finished my March hat.
Wait, you could say bye, but I'm controlling the recording, so.
This is true. Anyhow, this is my hat, my March hat, and I was at the black heart right there last time, so I got the crown done. There is no.
See that? Is that my heart?
Yeah. Oh wait, where is it? There we go.
Oh, look at that.
That was part of our Valentine's Day kit. So the ribbing was from another hat called Scattered Petals. When I got done with it, I was like, I don't want to do that hat no more. So then this yarn was my lucky dip for March. So that's what that is. And then I just went, and then as soon as it got big enough, I just did rapid decrease. It does fit. It is slouchy. That's what I wanted for this hat, just for like a spring fingering weight hat. I'm debating. Oops. Oh, don't go in my hair.
There it goes.
I'm debating putting a pom-pom on this one.
Do you have any of that pink yarn left? Like the solid pink?
Yeah, I do.
You should make it out of that color.
No, I was going to do a faux one. The furry one.
Oh.
But I don't know. So when she said I was so size, yeah, I'm not. Should I put a pom-pom on this or should I leave it?
Turn around. Can you turn your head a little bit? I think you should do it.
So you can let us know down below.
Post a comment down below. Should Nicci put a pom or no? Pom or no pom? That is the question.
It is. It is.
Okay. Next.
Then,
because I know she has more than one.
I have my March socks. So the self-striping was Night Owl Fibers in her Christmas lights, and the red is the mini from our Valentine's Day kit as well, from LMK Designs. So, and they are now perfectly matched all the way down, because I know I had a problem with the toe, and when you saw them last, all I had to do was Kitchener and then put in heels. So those are done. And then also this week I finished my first, it's called the first Raglan sweater by Jared Flood, and it is complete. Not all the ends are in, half of them are in. I did the sleeves 2 pattern, but I made it a little bit longer because with Heather having OCD, so does Nicci. I would have had to like done just a partial of this last gray one and then start ribbing, but because all the ribbing was in gray, I wanted it to have pink. So it's longer than the pattern calls for, but now I can at least wear it with leggings. I love the fit of the sweater. I would do it again if there wasn't so many things I also want to make. The yarn I used for this was sheepjas and from Around the Table Yarns and Color Crafter, and the gray was $10.99 and the pink is $18.27. No, Kim, I do not have a problem with these two yarns. It's just the fact that I've used them for so long, I memorized the number. No, I do not, Heather.
I said we do, because if you can memorize the color numbers for Sheep Cheese Color Crafter, we have a problem because we use it so much.
Yeah, well,
I think like Sheep,
but I think Cam and Beth would disagree that we have a problem. They'd be like, no, it's a great thing.
Oh, of course not, because we purchased from their shop. Sheepjas and Area 51 is like or two. So those are all my FOs. I don't know if I'll have any more for like a couple weeks, but yeah. Yeah. Is it my turn? Is that why you're sitting there silent? I have one whip.
I have two.
Okay. So you go first.
Okay, fine. Well, you were supposed to address that though. So when I finished that, I pulled out my Boneyard because that's the next thing I'd like to get off my needles. I started this 10 days before the KAL started for Stephen West. This is one of his free patterns, but this is version 2.0. He has an elongated Boneyard that when you go to the original pattern and his notes on Ravelry, it'll say click here for the other thing and it'll tell you what to do. So this is out of Malabrigo Flama. And I am at like where I'm supposed to be to start the border. But because I had to wind another skein of yarn for this, I decided that I would do a couple more sections to make it even longer. But that was up there, and that is a star stitch marker from Heather. So yeah, this is what I'm concentrating. I'm doing this every other day, and then my other whip. So I'm going back and forth between the two.
Whoa, that was really close to the end of my needles. Sorry, momentary heart attack. Okay, so I am working on one thing right now. I mean, I have more, but I've only been working on one thing for the past week. And it is my shawlography. So last time you guys saw it, I was in this section here. I think I was like maybe here. I don't know. I didn't put a marker. I know, bad podcaster. So I finished my welts. I did 10. No. Yeah.
You did 10 rows. I got 8
10 rows and got gone. Then I started my triangle section.
Oh, you got far from Wednesday.
I'm halfway through my triangle section right now. So, yeah, I think I'm halfway through clue 2. I'm almost done with clue 2, I think.
Yeah.
Because after this section,
First of all, that looks really good.
Oh, thanks.
You're a stitch marker maker. So grab one of those on the side. That's what you have right there and put it on. Okay, sorry guys, that was not me being mean to her. I love her, but I just want her to start putting stitch markers in. It was because I was like, I didn't get much done, but she really does get a lot done. It's just that she can't see the progress.
Okay, see, put a stitch marker. See?
Yay! Okay,
so yeah, I mean, I did make a lot of progress because as anybody knows that did the shawlography, these welts, while they're not overly time consuming to make. Once you're done knitting that section and you turn it into the welts, you go from like here to here again. And it's like you lose this much to make that much.
I think it was like, because I measured it because I was the same as you. Like when I first started, I'm like, what in the ever love are we doing? And I was like, I just lost 2.5 inches of my shawl.
Mm-hmm. And it's like that, because as soon as you make well, it goes back. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself. I was a little concerned about making them, to be honest, but I think if the back looks good, it's not crazy. It's pretty clean back really there. Good. And yeah, I'm halfway through my section.
You for stepping out of your comfort zone on that, because I know you were like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, we were on Wednesday.
Yeah. With everybody.
No, Saturday. I think it was Saturday.
Okay.
It wasn't like, because I had already finished the welts.
Oh, that's right.
And I was like, I'm not doing the welts. I'm not doing the bobbles. I'm going to do the alternate, brioche section, like all this crazy stuff, right? I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And then like, I was like, no, I'm going to do the welts. I'm going to do the bobbles. I'm going to do the brioche. I'm going to do, all of these things that I have said I wasn't going to do because it would take
the crisscrosses, because you're listening to James.
The crisscrosses. I'm not listening to He Who Must Not Be Named. I'm going to do them. That's James, if you don't know. So yeah, like I'm doing all that. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
We were on Zoom really, really quick. We were on Zoom Wednesday night, and Nicci affectionately calls James her little brother because he acts like a little brother. Like he is just
I can't take credit for that. That was have you met Kat before?
Yeah.
So Kat came in. So on Sundays, I go to coffee with them and knit with them.
Mm-hmm.
and Lisa. And Kat came in, the very first time meeting her in person, she's like, so I have something to say to you, Nicci. And I'm like, oh, because like, what's wrong? Like, what did I do? My mind goes to the worst case scenario always.
Yeah.
And she's like, you and James are like brother and sister. He's your little brother.
Yeah. They bicker like brother and sister. Yes. So we're on Zoom Wednesday night. And of course, Gabe, my youngest son, is in here watching his tablet. I think he's not paying attention. And so Nicci said something about, because my kids call her Aunt Nicci. And so they're like, she said something about, your kids are going to start calling him Uncle James. And Gabe was in the background. He goes, hi, Uncle James. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, this is crazy.
Yes, yeah. Him, it's fully, he has fully taken over your family now.
Yeah. Like Gabe used to tell me to send Kim videos on text messages. Yes. I'm sorry, Kim. He still loves you.
Yeah. So through the knitting world, I have gained 2 sisters, Kim and Heather, and now a brother.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And a couple aunts. But yeah, it's been fun.
It has. And my last whip that I've worked on lately is my Fanta Stitch for Mitchell's Creations, all out of her yarn. On my project page is all the names. Last time you saw it, I have to change the stitch marker. You can't barely see it. It was up there, and I've done all this.
You can see it.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I did all this. I just got into the blocks that I'm going to start doing right now. So I'm going back and forth between the 2 Stephen Wests.
But the Boneyard.
The Boneyard and now the Fanta Stitch.
Yeah, I want to get my.
So yeah, I've decided, even though I made goals in January, goals are okay to change. And I've learned a lot by not casting on for the last
3 weeks.
30 days. I haven't cast on since March 1st, and today's April 1st.
Oh wow.
So I'm going to take a page out of Frivolous and Frugal Pennies, Miss Penny, out of your book, and I think I'm going to do kind of what you're doing, but I'm only going to I'm gonna cast something new on, and then when I will work through it and then cast. Then I'll go to a whip. So
Okay, so explain to our viewers who don't know.
So she's was a monogamous knitter last year. This year, she wanted to still kind of be monogamous, but so what she's doing this year is she's working on one old whip, and when that one's done, she's allowing herself to cast one new one on, and then when that one's off, she's pulling up one of her whips. So I typically make socks every month, so we know that'll be a cast on and off. But then in between that time, I would like to, like this one, I pulled out 2 whips and I'm alternating between the 2 because that way I don't get bored.
Yeah.
So the only problem is I have a sweater to get done that I have to cast on the 18th and a shawl to get done by December. So I'm going to be, I'll cast on the shawl and I might pick one day a week to work on that through the month. So like every Wednesday, I'm going to work on the shawl, but then I'm going to pick that sweater to do in between till that's off. And then I'll go back to my whips.
Yeah. Like so wait, what's the shawl you have to get done by December?
The stitch by number for our KAL?
Oh, no, I knew that, but I thought there was another one.
No.
Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, like because we have Zooms all day Wednesday.
Because me and Heather typically stay on just because there's not much we can get. Heather has to go get Gabe, of course, but then she's back because there's not much else we can get done in our, you know what I mean, around the house so much, but
yeah, like I leave at noon my time, so it's 2 your time to get Gabe, and then like we do some homework, but I'm usually back on by like 2 my time. Excuse me, jeez. But yeah, like Wednesday I worked on my shawlography while I was on Zoom. So like if you and that's what I'm gonna do when I cast on my whatever painted bricks or painted
whatever they decide with you.
Whatever they decide, I will work on it on Wednesdays. That'll be my Zoom knitting. And then yeah, I think it's a good idea to just say like, okay, once we're done with the Stephen West, then we'll go on to something else, and that will be our focus for Wednesdays. Because like you said, like because we do 2 Zooms on Wednesdays, it's really hard to get anything else. It's not, I don't want to say it's hard to get anything else accomplished, but like we want to be on. So
covered in string from sewing. So I changed my shirt. Like I get up every morning now at 6:30 and I normally start working at like 7 a.m. So from 7 a.m. until about 11 my time, 11:30, I'm working, and then I go change my shirt because I don't want the strings from cutting and everything all over me. My business partner with Lisa, she don't care. She'll go out with all the strings. She'll wear them proudly. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. Yeah. And I'm looking at her like as we're walking through a store. But that's just me. That's my OCD. I'm sure nobody cares. Nobody's even looking. But in my mind, oh my God, I look like trash. I can't do that.
And honestly, like when we're on Zoom, like all we could see is
from here up.
Yeah. So it's like
it's my own insecurity.
Yeah.
Of like picking at my because obviously when I'm sewing, it goes like, and anybody who sews knows the extra strings go right to your stomach area.
Yeah.
So it's just and then as I'm knitting, it goes onto my project, and then it dries me crazy.
That's true. Yeah, I wouldn't want my extra threads or loose threads to get on my knitting.
But yeah,
that's true.
Acquisitions. Okay, well, I have my lucky dip that I unwrapped this morning. Seeing it was April 1st, so I will show you what I will be making socks out of on the 18th. And this is it's got ho ho ho.
Oh, that's cute.
And this was a gift that I had received from Laura.
That's cute.
It's so soft. This is ho ho ho, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Not finding the name now. So, but yeah, it's
It looks like
yeah.
Mhm.
So this was the one biscotti that I really, really wanted. And then because I have amazing friends, and today is one of those days for me that's a hard day. Lisa brought me an angel gnome
Aww.
to represent my dad, to watch over me.
Yeah.
And she also got me this little gnome.
That's cute.
And I said it reminds me of my mom with the pink flowers. So
that is very, like, I could picture your mom wearing like a top like that.
Right. So I have my mom and my dad gnome now. So I just got to find homes for them because the one is glass. So I'd be devastated if somebody broke that.
Yeah. And Cooper and his tail.
Yeah.
It's like a dangerous weapon.
So that is all my acquisitions. As far as we normally would talk about our scrappy projects, me and Heather have not done scrappy projects this month. So hopefully next month we can show it to you on the last Friday of the month. No guarantees.
The first Friday of the new month. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is the last Friday of March, huh? Well, not really.
Yeah. Ending of March, starting April.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking before we started the episode, or we started recording, and I feel like I need to make a better plan, I guess you could say, about just like being more, just being more balanced in my life. And I need to work on that and get things. And it's not so much like the things are kind of like my WIPs. I really don't care. Like, I don't care how many I have on the needles. The number doesn't bug me. I could have 68 WIPs on the needles and still be fine. There are things that I want to finish. There are things that I'm making. I'm making Hector two hats for Hector. I want to finish my shawlography just because I don't want to have two Stephen Wests on the needles. But like, there are things that I want to finish because I want them, but I just need to figure out, I don't know if it means that I need to figure out like a knitting schedule, or I just need to set a time that I'm going to be off work and stop working instead of, sitting at my desk until 10 o'clock at night because it's here and I can. But it's just not, I need to work on my balance and, have things that I stick to, because my knitting and my house and it's not just like my business, it's taking my time. Like, we're into our spring season and we're leading it. So there's a lot of things to keep track. I mean, I have to keep track of scores, and I have to even when I'm not at the game, I have to make sure that I know the scores, that I know who, their standings, their record. I have to make sure.
You just gotta time each thing and stick to that plan and let others know that plan.
Yeah. And I think the biggest thing is,
I said getting boundaries for everybody so that they know that this is this time, this is at this time.
Mm-hmm.
And not get every big call all the time.
Yeah. Once I set that plan and I let Hector know, then he will be my enforcer.
Right.
Because like the last few nights I've been passed out before he's even come to bed. And he doesn't come to bed uberly late, but it's like 11:30 and I'm like done, passed out in the bed. And he's like, wait, what?
I didn't talk to you. Like, I didn't spend any.
Yeah, like, we haven't spent any time together. It's like, well, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Like, it's not just, I have a lot of things going on in my brain that are causing me mental tiredness.
I just bought a traveler's journal that is getting stamped and sent to me, and that I can put 6 different notebooks so that I have everything with me.
Yeah, I have one of those.
and I'm putting the calendar in the front, and then I'll have different sections of my life just so I can keep stationed. And like everybody in my family now knows, okay, Wednesday she has Zooms, but I can call her during that time or text her, and she works. They know I work from the time I get up until 4 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday. Well, besides Wednesday, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I've really started sectioning off my time. Like at this time I have this. So unless it's an emergency or you really need an answer, just send me a message and I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to do that.
Because people were like, oh, you don't work out of the home, so you're free to do this. You can go run here or you can take care of this. No, I can't.
Yeah. I'm getting that now too. And it's like, just because I don't work out of the home doesn't mean I'm not working.
Right.
And it's like, I still have to have things done by a certain time. I still have to have deadlines. I still have to, you know.
So anybody has any tips on help me and Heather keep our mind about us, I guess? I don't know. Sectioning our time.
Yeah.
We're open to suggestions.
Yeah. And it's, both Nicci and I mean, here's my planner. Nicci has one too. We're both planner people. It's just that, and we make a plan, I'm going to do XYZ today, but then, Matt's coach calls, I have to do this, that, and the other. And it's like, yet the other day he called me like 4 times. And like, I looked at my call log and it was like, we're not on the phone for this Zoom amount of time. They're all like, 1 to 2 minute phone calls. But because he calls me 5 times, I stop what I'm doing to do what he asked me to do. And it's like, I told Hector, I was like, if you would just call me 1 time and tell me like 5 things to do, I could write those down, and continue with what I'm doing. And then when I have a free moment, but yeah.
We're waffling.
Yeah, I know. We always waffle. So yeah, any tips, any suggestions? Oh, you have your wrap up. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Any tips and suggestions that you have? That's all I was gonna say. Post them down below. Send us a private message. Our Instagrams are down below, are on the screen. They have been. Our Ravelries have been on the screen.
We've been on the screen. So, okay, you guys didn't hear about February. So February, I had started with 36. I had added 6. I had completed 10 items. I had frogged 2, and I ended with 36. So I started and ended with the same number. Even though I got 10 things done. That was not good math. But anyhow, March, I started up with 36. I added 4. I completed 3. And I ended with 35. And I frogged 0 things. So, getting better. Moving forward, I hope that number, like Heather said, our numbers don't bother us.
Nope.
They really, really don't. But I have quite a few things that literally would take me maybe 2 times of sitting down and working on them. Like that 3 hours I get a day. If I get that a day, that they'd be complete. So, and there's a lot of things that just came out that I know I want to make, Heather wants to make. We have a sweater tee that one of our friends showed us that all of us want to make. And I know that me and Heather would like to participate in it, but we also have commitment stuff. So as far as business and personal knitting that I want to get done for certain things.
Yeah. I mean, I'm planning to participate in that.
Right.
I just don't know when we're going to cast it on. And that's kind of,
I don't think we're doing it till definitely after Mother's Day, because I know a couple of them are getting yarn and Maryland.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it should be fun.
Yep. That is.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, go ahead.
I said that's all I have for everybody.
I don't have any, the only cast on that I have planned as of today, I would like to cast on my April socks, just because I would like to keep, on the train of casting them on and hopefully working on them and getting them off. But I'm going to continue to work on my shawlography until the 18th, probably the 19th, because the 18th isn't the 18th
Easter,
or is it the 17th?
Nope, that's the 18th.
So yeah, I'm probably not going to cast on my painted whatever you guys decide on the 18th, but I'll cast it on the 19th.
Right. It'll depend on what time I family. So if I cast it on that,
yeah, I don't know. We're doing Easter, but then that's the beginning. What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
That's the beginning of my kids' spring break, so I potentially could have. It could go either way. I could have tons of knitting time, or I could have zero knitting time. But I also want to get a lot of things for the business done on that week too.
Yeah, our Zoom knitting for Saturday is the 16th, that weekend of Easter. And why I went like that, like I'm leaving April 14th through the 7th. Oh, I'm looking at.
No.
Yeah, Easter's the 17th. You were correct. So the 18th is the first day I can cast on. And I will be leaving April 14th through I think the 16th. But I'll be on Zoom no matter what, wherever I'm at. I'm going to spend the weekend with the boys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because Warren's turning 2 on the 15th on tax day, and we are going to the indoor water park.
Oh, fun.
So
what is... You're leaving the 16th?
The 14th.
The 14th.
And I should be home the 16th.
Oh, but that's a Saturday. No, that's May.
That's our Saturday Zoom.
Yeah, so it's Thursday to Saturday.
Yep. So I will be nice and tired for Zoom after spending all day with a 2-year-old and 5-year-old.
Harvey's 5?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how long we've been friends.
No, I knew that, but like it just, when you put it as Harvey's 5, it doesn't compute in my head. I'm not old enough for him to be 5.
Well, think about it. Gabe was in diapers and he was 3 when I met you.
What?
Gabe was still in diapers when we met.
Yeah. That was the hardest kid to potty train. He didn't care.
At all. I still remember you getting frustrated, but anyways. When Gabe gets older, he's going to be very upset with us talking about him and his potty problems.
That's okay. You were there to live it, so you have the right to talk about his potty problems. Yeah.
So, all right. We hope you all have a great week.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see you on Wednesday if you come to Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, see you the following Friday.
Yes, please come to Zoom if you have the time or can. But yeah, until next week, we hope that your knitting stays nice to you and you don't have any knitting catastrophes, or crafting catastrophes, whatever the case may be. And we'll see you next Friday.
Sorry, I just got a text from my mom from the hospital. So yes.
Happy knitting.
Happy knitting. Bye.
Bye.